Welcome to Trivia Clips. Today, two legends of 90s rock face off. Axl Rose, the wild voice of Guns N' Roses, and Kurt Cobain, the grunge icon of Nirvana. You'll hear 7 shocking facts. Can you tell which are true and which are not? Let's begin. 1. Axl Rose was once arrested for biting a security guard during a concert. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. In 1991, Axl sparked a riot in St. Louis after diving into the crowd. He was charged with inciting the violence and left the stage mid-show. In a different altercation, he allegedly bit a guard during an argument. His volatile behavior became a defining trait of the Use Your Illusion era. Multiple arrests followed for incidents during live performances. Fans loved his fire, but promoters feared his unpredictability. 2. Kurt Cobain once auditioned to join the Melvins as their full-time drummer. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. Cobain was close friends with the Melvins and admired their sound. However, he never officially auditioned to be their drummer. Dale Crover from the Melvins did play with early Nirvana. Kurt actually started as a drummer in early bands like Fecal Matter. But by the time Nirvana formed, he was fully focused on vocals and guitar. The Melvins did influence his raw, sludge-inspired tone. 3. Axl Rose legally changed his name from William Bailey to W. Axl Rose. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, true. He was born William Bruce Rose Jr., but raised as William Bailey. As a teen, he discovered the truth about his birth father. This led to identity struggles and eventual rebellion. He legally adopted the name W. Axl Rose before signing with Geffen. The W nods to his birth name. Axl was his early band. The full name became iconic in rock history. 4. Kurt Cobain hated the success of Smells Like Teen Spirit and called it a pop song. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Despite its massive success, Cobain quickly grew tired of the song. He felt it overshadowed Nirvana's deeper, more meaningful tracks. He often called it a cheap Pixies ripoff and too commercial. At some shows, he deliberately played it sloppily or not at all. Cobain's disdain for fame and commercialization was well known. Ironically, that very song defined a generation. 5. Axl Rose once said he was a huge fan of Elton John's songwriting. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Axl has repeatedly praised Elton John as one of his biggest influences. He admired Elton's emotional range and piano-driven ballads. At Freddie Mercury's tribute concert, Axl and Elton performed together. They sang Bohemian Rhapsody and November Rain that night. Axl called it a career highlight and showed great respect. He even studied Elton's phrasing for vocal control. 6. Kurt Cobain's favorite Beatles member was George Harrison. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Cobain openly stated his favorite Beatle was John Lennon. He identified with Lennon's sensitivity and anti-establishment views. In his journals, Kurt wrote, "I love him" under Lennon's photo. He often cited Lennon as his emotional and artistic role model. Songs like About a Girl reflect that stripped, melodic influence. Harrison was respected, but Lennon was his true hero. 7. Axl Rose once disappeared for nearly 2 weeks during a Guns N' Roses tour. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. During the early 90s, Axl vanished just before scheduled shows. His absences led to massive delays and canceled gigs. Bandmates and managers had no clue where he was. Rumors ranged from breakdowns to personal issues to power plays. Axel later claimed he needed time for emotional recovery. These disappearances became part of his erratic legend. Cierre parte 1. Eso es el final de parte 1, pero la batalla no ha terminado todavía. More twisted truths and lies are waiting in part 2. Can you handle them? Hit that subscribe button and continue to part 2 now.